for your guys is a 7-5. Just remember that it should read, I think, is how the problem should read, is that compute the average collection period is what you guys want to do, right? It says compute the value of the average collection period, and I think it should just be compute the average collection period. So that's going to be number of days then, right? So we take a look at that, and let me expand this a little bit, and we're given a certain amount of information. I've done 6, which is the same, right? Oral Roberts Dental Supplies has annual sales of 5.2 million. Okay, is that what I did? I got different numbers. 90% are on credit. The firm has 559,000 in accounts receivable. Okay. Compute the value of the average collection period. So yeah, that's the information that I have. I did have to make some changes or adapt it, I guess. Anyhow, my accounts receivable is given to me 559,000, so I put that in there. My credit sales are 90% of 5.2 million, right? So I got to put in a formula equals 0.9 times 5.2. I got all the numbers in there. I do. Days of the year we put in there, and typically this is what we use, is 360. That's kind of normal when we apply a lot of this stuff, and so you guys should use that. It's a little easier number to work with. I think that's originally how that got started back in the days when they have to do computations by hand and whatnot. They tended to use just the 360 days. So I'll try not to mark you wrong if you use 365. But sometimes the numbers are a little off and it's difficult for me to catch. So here we go. So the question is then, okay, compute the value of the average collection period. Well, what we want to do first is average collection period is equal to accounts receivable divided by the average daily credit sales. So we know what our accounts receivable is, but it's not given to us what our average daily credit sales are. So how do we calculate that? Well, here's our credit sales over the course of the year. Here's how many days are in the year. So it's simply a matter of dividing that, right? So here's my credit sales divided by the number of days in an accounting year, maybe we'll call that, right? So I'm doing about $13,000 per day, per calendar day. Okay, so then my average collection period is equal to my accounts receivable divided by my average daily credit sales. So simply this is equal to my accounts receivable divided by my average daily. Okay. I did down here, I kind of showed you could easily use the formula like this: your accounts receivable divided by your credit sales divided by the 360. So whichever way you find easier, I guess, but in any event, our answer is 43